Hello everyone, myself Rajesh, working as assistant professor in the department of CSE at Vignan's Nirula Institute of Technology and Science for Women. We will discuss about primitive operations and expressions in JavaScript. So in this primitive operations and expressions topic in this JavaScript, we will know about how to use the operators in JavaScript, how to use a variable, how to use the special operators like that. Understood? So coming to the variables. So as you know that the variables are used to store the values, and to store the data or else information in a variable, you can give the variable a name, and you after giving the name you must use an equal to sign, and after that assign some value on to the right hand side of equal sign. And as you know that these variables are case sensitive, and avoid giving the two variable with the same name in the same document, as one variable might override the value of another variable. See, coming to the examples here. So the examples here are see here we have used var pi is equals to 3.14. See here we have and before that see the general syntax there. We have used a keyword var followed by variable name. So in this JavaScript especially there are no data types available. So to further declaration of a variable, use a keyword var followed by its variable name. See in these examples, we have used var pi is equals to 3.14, and there and after var person is equals to John Doe, where it is a string, and see var answer is equals to yes I am. So here three variables are declared. The first variable is the pi, and then the second variable is a person, and the third variable is answer. Understood? So the next one is about primitives. The JavaScript supports two types of primitives majorly. The first one is a normal primitive which is used to store the value, whereas another one is an object which is used to store the references. So what are the primitives and what are the objects? So as you know that the primitives are majorly used to store the values, whereas the object is used to store the reference or else address to a actual variable. So the primitive types which we have to use are number, string, boolean, undefined and null. So already you are familiar with a number, string and boolean, that is a true or false, whereas undefined means if a variable is declared which is not assigned any value, then it is undefined variable. Null means 0. These are normal primitives. And see what are the objects means they are like a number as well as a string as well as a boolean. So these are about the primitives and as well as the objects. So then what about the literals? So literals means JavaScript supports two types of literals, numeric literals and string literals. So what is a numeric literal and what is a string literal? So the numeric literal consisting of a sequence of some numbers. So what are the examples here described are, so for example 10, 10.3, 10.0, 10 e to the power of 3 or else 10 e to the power of 6, like that all these are generally considered like numbers. Whereas the string literals consisting of a sequence of numbers. For example here we have used a word that is Vignan, where it is enclosed in a pair of double quotes. That is actually considered like a string. So two types of literals are there. So now coming to the operators to be used in this JavaScript. So before going to discuss about operators used in JavaScript, first we will have some brief discussion about the operators which you know previously. So as you know that different types of operators are available in C language or C++ or else Java. So like arithmetic operator, relational operator, logical operator, assignment operator, increment decrement operator, conditional operator, bitwise operator, and see the last one is special operator. So coming to the arithmetic operators. So arithmetic operators used to perform arithmetic operations on two numbers, and the symbols to be used are plus, minus, multiplication, division and modulo division. See the examples, or see here we have declared var a is equals to 6 and b is equals to 8. It means, so here you declared two variables a and b, which are for which you assign the values 6 and 8. See here you are performing an arithmetic operation. In that arithmetic expression, var c is equals to a plus b. So here the expression c is equals to a plus b is an arithmetic expression. So then about the next one is relational operators. So these relational operators are used to check the relationship between the two operands. So if the what about the relation means, if the relation is true, then it returns a value 1, otherwise it returns a value that is 0. So what are the operators? Relational operators means less than, greater than, less than or is equals to, greater than or is equals to, double is equals to and not is equals to. Understood? So see, coming to the example here is here you have written where a is equals to b greater than c. Here it is a relational expression where a relational operator is used, that is a greater than in between the operands b and c. And coming to the logical operators. So the logical operators are used to combine two relational expressions together. And if you want to compare two relational expressions, then you must use the logical operators. Three logical operators are there: logical and, logical or, logical not. See here in this example we have used an expression like if c is equals to 5 and d is equals to 2, then we are verifying c is equals to 5 and d greater than 5. So here d greater than 5 is false. So ultimately the expression will return the false. In the same way for logical or, either a or b. So if any one of these will be true, then final expression will returns the true. And in the same way not symbol, if c is equals to 5, then what you have written not c is equals to 5, it means it returns false. Coming to the fourth operator is assignment operator. These assignment operator, the mostly used, commonly used assignment operator is equals to, and this operator assigns the value in the right side to the left side. For example, see the example here, var a is equals to 5. It means 5 is assigned to variable, that is a, and a is equals to c. So it means the value of c is assigned to a, and then 5 is equals to c. It is not possible. You know about that one. So where you are assigning the value of c to a constant, that is not possible. It simply returns an error. That is an assignment operator. Coming to the increment and decrement operators. So the increment operator is denoted by plus plus and decrement operator is denoted by minus minus. So plus plus and minus minus are increment and decrement operators respectively, and both these operators are unary operators. That means they are used on a single operand. So plus plus adds 1 to the operand, and whereas minus minus subtracts 1 from the operand respectively. See, in the two types of operators are there: prefix operator and postfix operator. So prefix operator first adds 1 to the operand and the result is assigned to the variable on the left hand side, whereas that postfix operator first assigns the value of the expression to the left hand side and then increments the value of operand by 1. So here let a is equals to 5 and b is equals to 10. So whenever you are writing a plus plus, the value will become 6. A minus minus means it becomes the 5, and then plus plus a means value will become 6, and in the same way minus minus a means value will become the 5. Understand? So then about the bitwise operators. So these bitwise operators are majorly used to perform the operations at the bit level. On the bits they are performing some operation. So what are the bitwise operators means? Bitwise and bitwise are shift left, shift right, next bitwise XOR, and then one's complement, bitwise complement. Understood? So then coming to the conditional operators, these question mark and colon are known as a conditional operators. They are majorly used in decision making. They are majorly used in decision making, and it executes different statements according to the test condition. Whether it is true, it executes one set of the statement, otherwise it executes another statement. Understand? So, see, coming to the syntax here. So, here conditional expression 1 question mark expression 1 colon expression 2. So, if the text condition is true, then it means if text condition is true, then it executes expression 1, otherwise it executes the expression 2. Understood? So, coming to the example here, if example, that is a C is equals to A greater than B question mark A colon B. So, based on the values of A and B, if A greater than B, it returns the value of A to the C. If A greater than B becomes a false, then it returns the value of B to the C. Understood? So, then coming to the next one is special operators. Then what are the special operators? Generally we are having is nothing but about comma operator, in which it is used to relate two expressions together. For example, see, int a comma c is equals to 5 comma d. So, that c is equals to 5 is an expression which is used as part of a declaration. So, there we use the comma operator. And if you wanted to use the size of operator, it is also a unary operator like plus plus and minus minus, where they are increment and decrement operators. So, this size of operator is a unary operator which is used in finding the size of the data type of a particular variable. Either it may be the variable, may be or else array or else a structure, whatever it may be. Understand? So, these are all the basic, the normally used operators which you know in the precedent languages. So, now in this JavaScript, now we will have a discussion regarding the string concatenation operator, which is denoted by plus, whereas type of operator. So, coming to the first operator, that is a string concatenation operator. The two strings can be concatenated by using the string concatenation operator, that is a plus, and a variable can be concatenated with the string even using the string concatenation operator, which is denoted by plus. So, coming to the example here. So, see here in this example we have declared a variable, that is str, where it is assigned some value, that is Vignan. Str is equals to Vignan, and then see in that document.write we have written so we are writing that as a heading. That's why we have written a h3 plus we have written a str plus followed by a user defined statement, that is engineering college. So, the output that you are going to get is Vignan Engineering College. So, in this way, so here here you used the string concatenation operator, that is plus. Understand? So, thereafter how you are going to get the output means, in this way you are going to get the output, that is a Vignan Engineering College. That is about a string concatenation operator. Then thereafter we will have to know about the next operator, that is a type of operator. The type of operator returns a primitive type of a variable. If a variable is of object type or a null, then it returns object. If a variable is declared and it is not assigned any value, already you know that it is a undefined one. And coming to the example about these type of, see here first initially we declared the variables. First we declared a variable, that is str, which is having some text like a computer, and then we declared a number which is assigned some value 100, and then we declared another object, another variable, that is myobj. And thereafter in that document.write, every time we are writing a type of str, type of num, and then type of myobj. So, the type of str is a string, you know about that one, and the type of number is a number, whereas the last one is, so in this way you will get the output. So, the first one is a string, and the second one is a number, and the third one is undefined. Why? Because see there, whenever you are declaring that var myobj, here there is no value assigned to that one. So, then it is a undefined variable. Understood? That is about a type of operator. So, now let us discuss about type conversion. So, as you know that two types of type conversions are available, implicit type conversion and explicit type conversion. The JavaScript supports these two types of type conversion. Understood? So coming to the implicit type conversion, whenever the lower data type is automatically converted to the higher data type, then it is known as implicit type conversion. Its other name is coercion. So coming to the example here, we have taken a survey number which is a string. It is then concatenated with the number 10. So the result of that expression will become survey number 10. So see the second example, there we have written 5 into 12, where that 12 is enclosed in a pair of double quotes. So second operand, which is a string, will automatically convert it to the number. So the result of that expression will become 60. Whereas coming to the third one, that is 5 into hello, where it is a string. So the second operator, which is a string, cannot be converted to the number. So the result is NaN, that stands for not a number. And see, coming to the second type of, before going to that, see, let us discuss an example here. So where we have declared two variables A and B. For the variable you used an expression that is a 5 into 12, and for B you used 5 into hello. See, in these two expressions, 12 and hello, those two are strings. But for the first A, the result is 60, and for the second one, see what will happen. See, in that document.write, actually we are trying to print a type of A. So the type of resultant expression A is a number, but see the second one is NaN, that's not a number. 5 into hello we have written. Understood? So in this way you will get the output. So A is a number and B is also a number. Understood? So then coming to the next one is, which is explicit type conversion. So what about this explicit type conversion? Means in JavaScript, the explicit type conversion can be done as, so see the first one is, see here we have written a boolean of VAL. See the parameter whatever you passed to these boolean, that will be converted to a boolean data type. See the second one is number. So number of VAL, whatever either the value or else a parameter which you pass to this number will be converted to the number. Whereas coming to the another third one is about the string. Whatever you are passing as a parameter to this string, it will be automatically converted to a string. And then see in this example, first initially we declared a number, that is my num is equals to 2. After that you are writing a var mystr. So here two variables are declared initially, my num which is assigned some value that is 2, and after that one undefined variable is there, that is mystr. Thereafter you are writing mystr is equals to my num dot to string. You are converting the value of that my number to a string. So the result of that one is value of that my num is a string now. Initially it is a number, now it is a string. So you are converting explicitly the value of number to a string, which is a lower data type to the next higher data type. Understood?